Hello, it's Claire. It's Claire Bobbins. It's Friday Sews. How are you on this lovely Friday? It's Thursday now and it's a bit cloudy. I'm hoping it'll be better tomorrow. Yeah, what have I got for you today? I've got some holiday sewing plans and I'd like a bit of help from you, if you don't mind. Come back shortly and we'll have a look, shall we? Welcome back. Before I forget, what am I wearing? This is the Rhapsody blouse, the Love Notions Rhapsody blouse. Fabulous pattern. I don't know why it took me so long to make it. I think I was worried about the fit. I made the extra large, it fit beautifully. Yeah, if you want to know more about me and fitting, there's loads of info on the channel. Have a look. Yeah, what I don't put on my channel or in my info is my measurements. They wouldn't be very exciting. Rectangle with boobs. Big difference between my high bust and my full bust, 6 inches. That's probably all you need to know. No waist. I've got a waist. No hips, no waist. Yeah, don't worry. So yeah, it's the Love Notions. Gorgeous Love Notions, a Rhapsody blouse. And I made it in the Bubble Shoal silk. This is the silk crepe, I think. It was the least expensive of the silks from Minerva. That's probably not terribly helpful. Silk charmeuse. It's quite lightweight. It has a bit of a crepe texture. I think it's about £60 a metre. I bought it when they introduced it at first, and they did I think it was 40 or 50% off for new members, for members of the craft club, which is well worth joining if you buy anything from Minerva. Yeah, I love it. I have it in another colourway as well. I have it in the Brush Strokes Blooms. It's got lots of white. It's a white base with lots of greens, a bit of blue, a little bit of yellow, but it's quite a wintry yellow. And I really like that print. It's a bit mad. Love this one. This is probably my favourite print at the moment. And yeah, it's the Rhapsody blouse. It's very comfortable. It was very funny weather today. Excuse me, I'm a bit windswept. You'll see from the photos later. I've been to RHS Bridgewater in Manchester, and it was a bit breezy. And it was funny weather. It was going to rain heavily. It was going to be about 17 degrees. I needed to layer silk. It's perfect, isn't it? Largo cargos, my favourite. Turquoise ones, turquoise linen, had them ages, made them ages ago. Yeah, 2 favourite patterns. Yeah, what's not to love? If you haven't discovered Love Notions yet, get on the channel. They have the next sale will be happening around Black Friday, but they have a feature Friday every Friday, and there's a couple of other vloggers, Tomcat Stitchery and Lifting Pins and Needles, and they both, well, certainly Tomcat Stitchery do a discount. I'm not sure about Karina. I know she has links and she has various ways of buying, but I don't know if she does a discount. But certainly Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery does, and you can get that on top of your, I think it's now $6. It used to be $5. I haven't bought any recently because I've got nearly all the patterns, but they're really good patterns, and they do full bust front and a regular front, so they fit all sizes. It's a fabulous pattern, recommend it. On to my planning for my sewing for my holiday. It's about 12 weeks before we go on holiday. I'm going to the Canary Isles. It will be probably quite cool here. It's November, end of November when we go. It will be about 23 to 26 degrees Celsius in the Canaries. It'll be sunny. I'll need to cover up to keep an eye on my skin, make sure I don't get any nastiness happening. Last year I made 4 tankinis, which you've probably seen. There is stuff on the channel about them. But I also made this lovely Charlie caftan, and I made it in, I don't often sew in polyester. You've probably picked that up as well. But I wanted voiles, and I couldn't resist this. This was to go over a particularly bright tankini that I made with lots of really bright oranges and neons and kind of fruit salady colours. And I thought this neon yellow and then the bold black would go nicely over that and not look out of place. So this was my first attempt at a Charlie caftan. I altered it a little bit. I put longer, wider straps on it. Were they wider? No, longer ties, not wider, because I wanted the option to have it in front or behind or whatever. And I did my usual trick of extending the bodice to bring the bust point down. I think that's all the differences I made. It's a nice make. The facing's a bit fiddly. You cut a letterbox and then gather, which is where the fullness comes from, and then that then becomes the ties. It's a nice pattern. So I thought, I bought at the time 2 different fabrics to make the Charlie caftan in. I bought that one and I bought this one, and this is an Emilio Pucci fabric, and there are quite a few copies of Emilio Pucci fabrics. This is a dead stock from Rosenberg's, from Stitch Fabrics, from the Rosenberg family, and you can tell it's real Emilio Pucci fabric because it has his signature on the print. Now, these fabrics are not inexpensive. I think this polyester voile was about £5–6 a metre, whereas this was more like £25 a metre. And it's a lovely weight. It's quite fine. It's translucent. It will show through, but it's to go as a cover up over my tankinis, which cover the whole of my torso. I don't have the very short tankini top, but yeah, you know, I'm a type of age where nobody needs to see all that flash. Yeah, really comfy tankinis, and they are I'll pop a photo in. They're the cashmerette. Can't remember what they're called. I'll put it in. I'll pop a little note in the text in. So yeah, I've got a spotty tankini. And I've got a blue and pink one. I thought this would go with all of those. I made 2 of the blue, one that was navy and then the navy and white spots, and one that was just navy and white spots, and then I made one with Minerva exclusive swirly pattern with pink and blue and white, and that's lovely. And then I did the fruit salad one. So I made 4 altogether, and I think these 2 would be nice for a change of cover up, and I like it because you can cover up. I know people go to restaurants on holiday in just a pair of shorts, you know, men with bare tops and just a pair of shorts. Yeah, too much skin. I mean, I don't mind what people do on their sun lounger, but I think if you're in a restaurant eating food, you should have some clothes on. So not necessarily long trousers, maybe long trousers for dinner though. I wouldn't expect people to turn up in shorts for dinner. Yeah, call me fussy. I have my standards. What's you like? Yeah, so this is great because you can just pop it over the top of your tankini and off you go to the restaurant or whatever, and it's quick and easy. So I'm planning a Charlie caftan with this. That's what I've bought it for. I've got the right amount of fabric, and yeah, that's my plan for that. And I'll just fold that up later and stop fiddling with it, and just, yeah, that can go over there. So Charlie caftan done. Now, I bought 2 other fabrics that I would like your help with, and they are these 2 viscoses. This is the first one, and it's a beautiful viscose. It's quite a heavyweight viscose, and I bought it from Stitch Fabrics, and it has this absolutely lovely, I'll try not to flop this out, I'll go this side, try not to get it on my microphone. It has this lovely bold print. It's a kind of winter white. It's not a cream, so that'll be fine with my complexion. Lots of black, which I really like. I think it's quite dramatic. And then this very pale blue. Big flowers. And I'm thinking the Cashmere Rose Clare dress, and that's really what I bought this for. It has a really nice texture. It's an Italian fabric. It has a beautiful quality feel. It is a seconds. There's a slight smudge, and I bought enough. I bought extra. You can see again, I think it's all the way across in sections. But the Rose Clare is a tiered skirt, so I can cut around, and I did buy extra, so I have got enough to avoid, and that's why I could afford to buy this. That's why this is dead stock. I don't know which designer this is, but I think it's a beautiful fabric. So, Cashmere Rose Clare, tell me what you think, and I want your advice. Do I do that one first? Or I also bought this for the Cashmere Rose Clare. I'd like to think I have more of this. This is it came in 2 pieces. Again from Stitch Fabrics. Again Italian viscose chalet. This is a much finer viscose than the black and white one, the black and off white, and it has a softer handle. It will be perfect for the Rose Clare. I think this will be okay. This has a bit more structure, but I think it's still light enough for the Rose Clare. You can do the Rose Clare in a cotton lawn, and it does work. This will end up being a little bit more poofy, so it'll probably look quite different, but that's okay. I don't mind that. This one will look very like my Lady McElroy mulberry one with snakes on. I'll pop it below. Yeah, I'll try and find a photograph of it, then you can see the one I'm talking about. It's a wrap dress. It's quite elegant. I will be making it a little bit shorter than my mulberry dress because I want to be able to wear it for dancing. So I need midi length, then I don't fall over. I don't trip over it. So yeah, or a long midi, kind of 50s length, you know. But this isn't my colours. Some of the colours in here are my colours, but it's a little bit warm. But you know, I was so captivated by the fabric. I'll just put a different lippy on and it'll be fine. So which do I make first? I might only get time to make one of them. I want your help to decide which. Don't know if I need to do, I don't know how to do a poll. If you know how to do a poll, please message me because I have no idea. So I'm happy to do it just in the comments and add it up. That's fine. So if you'd like to vote for which of the viscose chalets, the colourful one or the more monochrome one, which shall I go for? I'm hoping to get both made. Knowing me, I probably won't. So I might only take one on holiday. I don't mind which. I'm going to let you choose for me. That's daring, isn't it? Gosh, you might not like either. You might be thinking, what is she doing? Why isn't she doing it? Why isn't she doing this pattern? But I've done a wearable toile in the mulberry Lady McElroy, which I didn't think I liked. I made the dress in it. I loved it. So yes, choose your fabric. I have things like this lovely blouse that I can take, and I have some options for trousers. I bought this beautiful, I think it's Monsel, the fabric. It's a linen mix, and I can't remember what it's mixed with. Oh, Raymond, I'm so sorry. Shoal's Fabrics, they have it in all colours. It's called Monsel. It's a really nice weight. It's quite light, and it feels quite a kind of knobbly, bumpy feel for linen. It's quite an open weave. It'll make a lovely pair of wide leg pants, and I'm either thinking colder pants or the other new cashmerette trouser pattern. It's not a club pattern, it's a general release pattern, begins with E. I'll pop it below. And also I started making a top with this, and I thought they'd go together rather nicely. So it's not quite a co-ord, but I think they'll go, and I can wear things like this with it as well, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to try it on with this, but yeah. So I think they'd be lovely. And then I've got a couple of my other lovely tops that I think will also go with this. So I bought these to make wide leg pants. I think I've only got enough to make the pants with those. More about that in a minute. I love co-ords, and I have two really nice designer fabrics. These are real precious fabrics, so I might end up toiling on making a muslin. I've got the Hartwell, I think. Hartwell vest. It is a waistcoat type vest from Cashmerette. I've also got the Pattern Scout. I'll put a picture of the one I made, and I made that with the colder pants. And I've got this fabulous Dolce & Gabbana dead stock fabric, and it has, I bought this again, Rosenberg's. These are all my fancy fabrics. I'm desperate to sew these up. This has been in my stash at least 3 years. Beautiful Italian cotton. It's about a poplin weight, but it has an interesting, I don't know what you'd call that. It's textured. I don't know if you call it a dobby, but it has like honeycomb jacquard type effect on it. It's not shiny like a jacquard, it's matte if anything. I love this fabric. I love it. He didn't have very much. I bought everything he had, and then he had a bit extra when he was doing a different sale, and I managed to buy a little bit more. So I have got enough to do lots of different things. I've got enough to do wide leg pants and a waistcoat, or it could be a skirt, but I don't wear a lot of skirts. I think it's a bit too structured for a dress. So what are your thoughts? I'd like to do a co-ord. So I was thinking wide leg pants, and then one of the, it's the birch vest, the Pattern Scout birch vest, or the Hartwell. I think the Hartwell might fit me a bit better than the Pattern Scout birch vest. It's just a little bit snug, the birch vest. So I haven't twirled the Hartwell yet, but it's on my list. I've got it printed off. It's ready to go. I had it AO printed. You know, maybe this isn't the right fabric for that. I have so many things pinned on Pinterest with this fabric, because it's quite a dated Dolce & Gabbana print. It's from about at least 4 years ago. And I have lots of net-a-porter, garments that were made in it. And there was some quite structured jackets and skirts. There were dresses, but you never quite know whether they've used this actual fabric. It'd make quite a nice bag. It's not a canvas, but it's definitely, it's kind of a bottom weight. So yeah, thoughts please, thoughts on a postcard please. So what do I do with it? I love the colours. I love the stripe. It's pale blue and then French navy, really. It's not really a navy. It's kind of a French navy-ish. Yeah, so co-ord. I have another piece of that. And then I'm also thinking co-ord with this. This is a very different animal. This is a rayon. Again, it's Italian. It's an Escada. It's Escada dead stock, and it's from Stitch Fabrics. And I could probably, it's poplin weight. It's almost like a twill. Again, it's an interesting texture. Not your everyday fabric. Love the colours. And I'd like to make, I think, either a dress or a co-ord with this. I fancy a co-ord, and I fancy I have some Escada, bright fuchsia pink old denim jeans that I bought, and they're distressed denim, and they've got all the little Escada silver tags on them, and I bought them reduced and reduced and reduced from Just Chilling Sandbach 20 years ago. Bought them for £10, and they're just too big, and I kept thinking they're bright pink, and they were the end of season, and you know, reduced and reduced and reduced, and they just don't fit me. And they're a bit of a hipster, and I thought they'd make a really good denim jacket, maybe with some of this Escada fabric, and messing about using some of the recycled hardware off the jeans because it's still in really good condition, and maybe with some other recycled denim. I've got several pairs of denim jeans that I've saved or my friends have given me, including that bright pink pair, and I quite fancied the Glover denim jacket from Cashmerette. I'll pop a photo up, but I'll do that in, there's an October upcycle challenge, isn't there? So that would be quite a good one for that. So I'm thinking some of this. I've got enough. I think I've got at least 4 meters of this, maybe 5. So I've got plenty to do, you know, quite a lot with actually. So I'm thinking, I really like the idea of a vest, top and trousers. I really like that look. I like it layered over a t-shirt, but I like it just with bare skin as well. And because the birch vest is a pretty good fit, it needs a small bust adjustment for me really. But I think, and I could do that on the birch vest even though I have made it. But I think, and I'm also losing a bit of weight at the moment. I'm trying very hard. I'm so out of shape. I'm back at the gym. I'm working hard on my diet. So yeah, I think that could be a really lovely co-ord. And finally, before I run out of daylight completely, I'll have to see what this video looks like. It's too dark. Finally, you might recognise this. It's another dead stock. This was the first dead stock I bought from Rosenberg's. I've had it 5 years. Bought it at the Festival of Quilts. Just the first one after the lockdown. Is that 4 years? 5. So this is their lovely patchwork, and I have this in 2 colourways. I love this fabric, and I've been hanging on precious fabric. It's a poplin. It's quite a fine poplin, but it's nowhere near as light as a cotton lawn, but it's okay. So it would make a nice shirt. It's a much finer. It is a really good quality Italian cotton, 100% cotton. So it has a little bit of mechanical stretch on the bias. And I'm thinking the Hollyoak dress, I think it'd just be lovely in a Hollyoak dress. And it could either be layered over a t-shirt or you can wear it as a sundress. You know, with a little jacket. And I've got a piece of silk scarf. I've got the Maiolica. Yeah, this pattern, this blue Maiolica. These are all the different designer patterns. I've got this. I've got a silk scarf in this. And I've got a voile in the pineapple print. There isn't actually a pineapple in this section. It's just the leaves. But that was the pineapple print, that very dark leafy one. You might have seen it. It's here. So what do you think? What do you think about my plans? Which I'll be starting probably with the Rose Clare. I'm still finishing off my toile for the Hollyoak, so I'll get a better idea then about this. But I do plan to take at least 1 Hollyoak with me, at least 2 Rose Clares, might even be 2 Hollyoaks, and then I have got options. I'll be taking 2 of the Charlie Caftan. Definitely didn't have enough dresses last year. Happy to double up on, you know, I don't need to take a garment for every night. I'm happy to wear things at least 2 nights running, maybe even 3. But I would like a bit more choice for nice clothes for the evening. And I don't, you know, 1 lot of casual stuff for the rest of the time is fine. So there we go. Please tell me what you think. If this isn't too long a video, I'll pop a couple of pictures. We were at it's been a mad week. I was at the Game Fair, Cheshire Game Fair, on Bank Holiday Monday, talking about bees and selling honey. On Tuesday, I was at home trying to get organised for my sewing. It failed miserably. On Wednesday, I was so tired. On Wednesday, we were at Blackpool Tower ballroom dancing for the day. So a couple of photos of that. And today I was with my lovely sister Leslie at the RHS Bridgewater in Manchester, looking at the garden, having lunch together, kind of, you know, we do that for our birthday celebrations rather than buying presents to each other. So we have a really nice lunch out and have a good catch up and have a day together, quality time in a beautiful garden. So that was RHS Bridgewater this time, and we've done a few, but it's kind of halfway between us. It works really well for us. So that was a fabulous day. So hello Leslie, if you're watching this, and a couple of photos just of, I think there's one of me, and then the rest are all RHS Bridgewater. So happy Friday sews, enjoy, and let me know what you think in the comments below, please. Which fabric shall I choose? Thank you very much. Bye bye. Happy sewing.